here we have Yashixiang and Yashixiang, exactly the same tea, but from two different vendors, Nannuoshan and another vendor. We both don't know which one is which. Let's compare. Hi guys, this is Gabriele from Nannuoshan.
And this is Brian.
At Nannuoshan, we share the pleasure of drinking and discovering genuine farm tea. And today, we didn't plan to do this video. You may have noticed that the lighting is a little bit different than usual, because simply Brian took some teas that he received some time ago from a US vendor, not Nannuoshan. And we pick up a tea, and then he say, why we don't make a comparison with our, because at Nannuoshan we have the same tea. And then I said, well, why we don't turn on the camera and we make the comparison in front of everyone else, but blind. So what we did, Brian went in another room, he put one tea here, one tea here, he wrote a Y on this one and X on this one, and then I mixed them up, maybe, maybe not, so actually no one of us knows which is which. Although Brian has seen the leaves, so I won't show him the leaves because he has this reference and you probably would recognize them, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay.
And you're not particularly familiar, or how familiar are you with the Nannuoshan Yashi?
I'm not familiar with ours because we sourced it this year. It's from last year.
Okay.
Because we sourced it in spring, so you know that usually dancong is baked over the summer.
Okay.
So since we bought it in spring, it's the 2020.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
And simply that tea went directly to Berlin and here, and we didn't have the time to try it yet.
Okay. And this other vendor I haven't tried either, and you haven't tried.
Me haven't tried either, so we don't know.
Both of us are unfamiliar with both of these teas.
Yeah, but what we can tell is that, well, let's give it for later and let's start drinking here. So let me look at the leaves. I'm starting with
I'll just
X,
avert my eyes.
And, I cannot
So
even.
this is
can I comment? Okay, no, we do like this. Look,
internally. In
you
your
just okay. So
I can smell. I can close my
okay,
eyes.
yeah, let's and I will tell you in a second. Well,
This one's fruity and floral, as you would expect. All have different aromas. I think that one has a bit more fruity. This one that you're
to me,
smelling.
this is a stronger bake.
Yeah.
And the leaves, I'll tell you in a second, guys. So close
Maybe
your
you can
eyes.
show them. Yeah, yeah.
Close your
Okay.
eyes. So this one has a little bit larger leaves than this one. And that's the main difference. If I look at the color, they're fairly similar. I would say that this one, the one with the larger leaves, okay, you can turn.
Okay.
It's also a little bit darker, and that's it. So quick rinse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't show you. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I do like
I'll try to direct my view. So I took these in the room, right, and then I poured the leaf in there, and then he may or may not have mixed up the leaves. I don't know, but if I see the leaf, I'll know which is which.
You know which one.
So it's a very delicate procedure here.
And Brian, something we have been asked recently. I don't do that very properly now, but someone asked on the Discord server how to pour into a tea taster mug without spilling all around.
Oh,
so without doing what I do now.
Yeah. Next time we'll show you.
Then I will show you. But if you see here the color, you maybe is a bit hard to see, but we have this one is a bit lighter. In color.
That's all I would.
I see a hint of pink in this one that I don't see in the other one. You know what I mean?
I see it in both. Maybe it's the lighting. It's
Well, yeah, I see it a little bit on the rim here, but here it goes deeper. It's like a little bit.
A little redder.
Yeah. Anyway, let's smell. This is, to me, is more aroma. Is a lighter bake. Is more aromatic, more floral in a way. Check it out.
Yeah. Probably can't really tell the leaf difference that much. Oh yeah, very much so.
This is really, this is much deeper, much warmer, and this is so much more fragrant in a way.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bright, yeah.
It almost has like a citrusy bite to it, where this doesn't really have that. It just is kind of a deep stone fruit, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, yeah. And it's hard to say if yashixiang should be more floral or more fruity. It really depends also how you bake it, yeah. But back to the question of our friend, just pour it a bit after me, because so you put this side here on the rim, and then you just twist this slowly, and then you can leave it in, and this way you don't spill. So just for those of you that had
You can see
the doubt.
so basically the lid has this joint here, and that's just resting on the side of the cup.
Yeah, that's how it's meant to. Yeah, you see. I mean, yeah. Even if I move myself with a different.
Okay.
Yeah, this is lighter. Yeah.
Lighter, and I guess I see more of the pink hues all the way around.
Yeah. All right. I mean, then I start with the one that I'm expecting being less aromatic, and maybe stronger but less aromatic. Don't know. Pick up which one. Here we can wash. One thing that I think, it's very light, is important.
Yeah, it's surprisingly light.
How much leaves did you put in?
Oh, each of these are 6.5 grams.
6.5.
You don't believe me?
It's like I was expecting more, strength.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
We will skip a bit longer the next one. What I was saying, whenever you do a comparison, whenever you judge a tea, in my opinion, it's important always to relate to a price. You cannot just drink a tea and say, oh, this tea is not good. Okay, there are situations where it was bad processed, or too heavily roasted, whatever. But generally speaking, if there is nothing wrong with the processing of the leaves, it's always important to me to relate it to a price. Yeah, because you cannot tell. In this case, we have similar price. Actually, I checked, did all the conversion. They have kind of we and this shop are offering almost the same size of package. So I just adjusted it a little bit, do the scaling, and it's pretty much the same price. So it's easier for us if you want.
Yeah, right. But every vendor, every tea buyer has a different palate. And so when you're buying from somebody, you're kind of relying on their palate to taste for you. And I'm sure this vendor has a different palate, of course, than Gabe's palate. So everything comes out differently. But these are actually, bizarrely, they're more similar than the aroma would put on, I think. Did you try the second one yet?
Yes.
Going
back to the first. So I still would say this is a bit more aromatic, but the difference on the palate is less pronounced than at the nose.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, this other one is also aromatic. You know what? I mean, we do a little bit of a stronger steep.
I think
we
so.
see what comes out. So I also forgot checking. I checked the price of the competitor's tea, but I forgot checking the year.
Oh, yeah.
Although baked dancong, it doesn't make a big difference if it is this year or last year. Yeah.
I mean, initially, and this is going to change, I'm sure, in the next steep anyway, but this one has more body. This is kind of a rounder. This is higher note, higher pitch. This is more bass notes, a little rounder, fuller body. And with tea, it's so subjective. Saying one is better than the other is not really. It doesn't really make sense. But they're pretty similar. But I would say definitely this one has more body, deeper notes. It might be due to the roast character. I'm not sure if that's what's doing it.
I think the roasting is higher on this side because we have this consistency of darker leaves. Both, for sure,
don't describe it too much.
No, so now the dry leaves were darker on this side, but now they are a tiny bit lighter, and this is an indication of the roasting. So they might have a similar degree of oxidation, but when you wash the leaves and they change, one was darker before and then the other one is a bit darker, is the roasting that was different. And you can tell this is darker in color.
Yeah, let's do a heavier steep and see if we can extract more out of it.
Yeah, I still have to put water. Yeah, this is a tiny bit darker.
And just so you know, we're doing basically boiling water as hot as we can get it.
As hot as we can get. Yeah, I just arrived in Denver. I'm here again, and when I did arrive, 2 hours ago we went out for dinner, and we thought having an after dinner tea. So let's leave it there for a little while. I said sometimes you can say when you compare the same tea, which one is better, which one is not. I mean, it could be, but here I would say we have two different characters, and it's kind of difficult really until now for me to say which one is objectively better than the other.
It's not quality, it's just preference, right? So do you like more roasty? Do you like high notes? Do you like low notes? Do you want a bite of citrus? Do you want more, sweeter, darker fruit, berryish? It's just personal taste. But they're both good. They both taste like yashi.
They have that
the same character, right?
A tiny bit of astringency on this side now.
A lot of drying in that one.
Yeah. We are not using a filter. This means every time we pour, you get also a little bit of leaves that pour through, and those leaves keep on steeping in the brew, and then when you wait 1, 2, 3 minutes and the water goes down, you get more strength just because of that additional steeping.
Right.
Oh yeah, I already see.
This one's darker again.
Yeah. Maybe you can remove the glass, Brian. You can that let's see if I can twist it towards the camera.
It might be hard to see from there, but this one is maybe just a shade.
It's a tiny bit darker. Yeah, tiny bit. But I don't know, I have the impression mouth feeling is similar in terms of texture, and so let's see now that we've gone with a much longer.
Oh wow! That one did not handle the long steep as well. No.
Well, we really kind of exaggerated a bit now.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. So.
That's a little rough on that steep.
Now you would describe both the texture and the taste is a bit rough. Yeah. We exaggerated with. I think this will do better, but.
So now the characters are a lot more pronounced. The difference between the two characters. This one almost has like a pineapple or something. Mm-hmm. It's like really bright fruit, and it's also equally challenging. That steep was pretty long, and they both kind of didn't handle it too well because it's just too much leaf for too much water for too long.
Yeah.
But I think the characters are real differentiating.
Yeah, and maybe these hold the high temperature a tiny bit better. They're both oversteeped. That's clear. Yeah.
But when you oversteep, you also extract all the flavors, so you can really get that good comparison.
It's getting warmer here.
What is the story that you hear the most about yashi? Why is it called yashi?
Well,
in your opinion,
the story that I believe is that simply someone made up the name because of the because it's a funny name.
Yeah.
I mean, you have this story that they used duck shit, so yashi, as how do you say that word in English? Where for
branding or something?
No, for letting the plant growing better. When you put.
Oh, really? Like fertilizer?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. See,
natural
there's
fertilizer.
A bunch of stories about it. I never heard that.
Another farmer came over, tried the tea, and said, and asked, that's really good. What do you do so special about the tea? Oh, nothing. I use just duck shit as a fertilizer. Yeah. I was searching a very strange word for fertilizer, which in Italian is fertilizzante. So I think it's exactly the same. They are both. Which one did I taste? This one right now. So they are.
Yeah, I couldn't. They're both actually very good.
Okay, so this is for me. It's a bit rougher. I mean, that additional strength that the tea has came up just too much. Let's do another steep. Although, when you ruin a tea, it's not so much you can do to recover it.
And this is also all the grams we have of this other vendor, so
That's it.
there's
That's
no
the
going
sample.
back. Yeah.
So we sell the tea for 12 euro for 20 gram,
Okay.
and 22 euro for 50 gram.
Okay.
And I don't remember the price on the US shop in dollars. I would say is about, for 20 gram, is about probably 14 $14.
Yeah, I didn't check either. I should have.
We did not. We didn't really prepare. Yeah, just go this faster method. Okay, so much lighter the color now.
Oh yeah, all the flavor is extracted in the last steam.
Yeah.
For this one anyway, now it's too light.
Even this one, it's
Same thing.
yeah. All right, so now we want to find out if Nannuoshan has the aromatic one or the one that has more fruity and deeper tones. So you show you wrote things on a paper, and then after you show that, I will tell you if I keep each tea where it was originally or if I swap them. Okay?
I was wondering how we were going to do that.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so I'm showing you, the viewer, the answer key. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to try to pull it back in case you can't. Forward.
Yeah, should be back. We can hide behind so that it's focused.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what you read is right. I didn't mix them.
Okay.
Okay. So it's
I have a feeling.
That's the feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
So I really don't know which one is our. I would say, the fact is the Jerry choose for us. I have to think about his taste. So I vote Nannuoshan is X.
Okay. Do you want to see? Are you ready for the big reveal?
Guys, but
Dun da da.
that's it. Oh wow! Okay.
The other vendor is X.
Okay.
Yes.
The other vendor is X. So I was expecting. I have to say, I am more happy with that outcome. Okay. Just because I like this one better. I should have said before, actually. That's my bad. Actually, I should have said before. But I'm not saying that the other one is worse. Yeah, I'm not saying it's worse. I just like it, the more florality in the yashixiang. Yeah. And I thought actually that the more floral will be the other vendor just because you biased me. Because
Oh yeah, I did. I told you. yeah.
He told me that vendor tends to have a lot of aromatic.
Yeah.
And the guy that chose the tea for us is a heavy smoker.
Oh, so he would not.
Yeah, and so I thought,
okay.
he might like better the other one. So, but I'm happy that he chose the most aromatic one. Yeah, and I really suggest you to do this type of things. Yeah, to do this comparison, having someone mixing tea for you and try it out, because you learn a lot by drinking something you don't know.
Yeah, and especially comparing teas with a blind taste test. If you think you really know the tea well, it's fun to try to see if you can pick it out of a lineup, because you'd be amazed how hard it is to pick. A lot of times, like with tasting, you'll do 5 teas and try to pick one is the same.
Even
it's very difficult.
We would say now that the 2 tea are very different and have a certain character. I wouldn't bet I would be able to tell them apart blind.
Yeah.
It's like you think you are able to, but when you start drinking something without looking it, and I have to think now is aromatic enough for being this one or is still the other one? That's not easy. If you get both, then it's kind of again easy.
Yeah.
All right. I think we switch to some pour.
Sure. Yeah, why not? What is it? It's 8 o'clock at night. Time for some shang.
Some time for some shang. But guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, thumbs up, and go ahead, subscribe our channel if you haven't done it so. Thank you, and see you next time.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.